All the ones that ain't here can't come back. If it's one thing I'ma do is...
I'm not saying more fun with the skis. In a bit, I'm feeling got a show. Put them on top, I'm gonna my team. Since I've been to the boss, I've been got soon left talk of a team. These days, it's all about flexing.
All right, baby, let's get down.
Don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, the Crunch, and the Timberwolves dancers. Don't forget about our next fair giveaway. Hey, we're all in teams ready to give a Crunch mascot toast. Come to the game, look at this, and get a Crunch mascot toast. Don't forget about our next fair giveaway day, where all teams will receive the Timberwolves backpack. Come to the game, bring the fair, and get the Timberwolves backpack. Don't miss out on any upcoming Timberwolves home games. We have secret and package games available. Go to the nearest ticket booth or visit the team's website to secure your tickets today. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to avoid any...
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Here's a look at some stats for Zach LaVine.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about... watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
LaVine, that one's good.
You have to love how persistent LaVine is inside and during the contact and finding a shot.
Off the mark there with a 3. Monk into the lane, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. And it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Fires from deep. And another three from Minnesota. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game, and I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Levine. Following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Murray. Can they get it? That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray showing he's a capable shooter.
And he slaps it in one-handed.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Oh, wow. Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Well, he knows the defense was absolutely playing him soft, not respecting his abilities whatsoever, so he made them pay.
And so here's Sacramento. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't, despite the miss. No defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that.
I just love the ball.
And it's Levine with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 6. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Knocks it down from distance.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Murray, defended by Gobert. DeRozan for 3, hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 6. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Offline with a 3. For Minnesota, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
If you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game, they did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Kings trail by 10. Outside Fultz. Pass to Levine. Here's Laravia. No good. Unable to win this run. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. He shoots a three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Their last encounter in Sacramento.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Lyles. Fultz against Clark. Another shot. Reed with the rebound. Now here's Clark.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Markelle Fultz, and it's Laravia in at the small forward position. Lyles. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 14. Here he goes, and he dunks it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Fultz. Still no points. On target from range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. This one for three. Can't get it to drop.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Out to the wing. Good chance here for Clark. And another basket for Minnesota.
You gotta love his unselfishness. And you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates. The way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Now here's Fultz. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. Pass to Lyles. Jacks up a three. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 17. To the wing on the left. Reed passes to Ingles. Conley with the ball. Here's Clark. From deep. And there's Conley Conley, that one's good. And the assist by Clark. Conley's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Timeout called, Sacramento.
The Timberwolves dancers.
Checked in for Arabia. Zach LaVine comes in for Carter, and it's Monk in for Fultz. Now here's Monk. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Well, Brent. The next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. You know, right now for Minnesota, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy. Here in this early part of the season, at least. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Kings.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. The Timberwolves shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. We've got Julius Randle. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Jaden McDaniels. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Gobert. They lead by the biggest margin of the game.
performance today. They're sharing the ball. And creating good shots.
Here's Monk. Murray from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
He drops it from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Levine. And here's DeRozan, defended by Gobert. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 6. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Murray's got 11.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think B.A. coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Shot by Levine, no good.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Oh, trying his luck from deep. And the Timberwolves Sabonis hit again from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. DeRozan finds Sabonis. No good again that time.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Sinks it from distance.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And that one drops.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 6. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
And if I'm Murray's teammates, I keep feeding him. I mean, he is cooking right now.
Yep, that one goes.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
And here's Monk on the wing. Levine. Back to Monk. Puts up a 3. And Levine gets it to go on the assist by Monk. Monk's got 3 assists tonight.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's McDaniels. 10 points for him. Drops in the 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's Murray. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They get it back. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Levine passes to Monk. DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Gobert with the stuff.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
DeRozan outside. Looking to end the run. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. More NBA. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew,
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Great win tonight, MP. They don't even know what's coming for them.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Enter the court or interrupt the play. Spectators engage in excessive behavior are subject to ejected and possible arrest. Please report any violation to these rules to the nearest security or arena staff. It's coming up. It's Timberwolves Dancer Title Day. Come out to the game and meet with your very own Timberwolves Dancer Gravitas. Be the sixth man and wave your towel to rouse your Minnesota Timberwolves to the win.
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center.
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, rock on. Number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports Broadcast. Tonight's game all. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers. They're much bigger conversations right now.
Well, I think for Minnesota, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
What a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there at Bogdanovich. And in Zubac in the center position. And for Minnesota, they've got McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Samuel in at the one. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And Minnesota has possession. Kawhi good from three.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score. So it's Minnesota now. James Harden missing on the three. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from Samuel. He's got 9.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
Has to go Bear. Here's Samuel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Alexander Walker passes to Samuel. Nailed from three-point land.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden pitch to Leonard with league-wide focus doors on size at every position. We've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you are 6'3" and under and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Nas Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jones checked in for Bogdanovich. Inside, tries from 7.
2 minutes away.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Fast break, Minnesota. Pull up Jay. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Clippers trail by 13. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Jones sends the pick for Powell. Los Angeles with another miss. There's the three. And another three for Minnesota.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Harden the pass to Powell. Randle against Jones. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. And it's Leonard missing. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards. McDaniels passes to Samuel. And another three for Minnesota.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 19. And timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Minnesota making some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for Randall. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Clippers also making some changes. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Dunn comes in for Powell. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. Now here's Jones. Still scoreless. 6 to shoot. Here's Dunn. Pass to Coffey. Screen by Simmons. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. Shot's good from Simmons.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Shot's good by Simmons. And so it's Minnesota out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to... Leonard, he's checked in for Zubats. Bogdanovich comes in for Derek Jones. And it's James Harden in for Amir Coffey. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Simmons, a screen on Ingles. Bogdanovich wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Dillingham. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Samuel in the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Los Angeles making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. Alexander Walker passes to Samuel. 5 on the clock. Launches it. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds. in this game.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Samuel. Timberwolves keep it alive. Takes a three. It's the three-point bomb. He has 31.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the knee still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Leonard. Goes up again. Rebound, Minnesota. They've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Here's Dunn. Plays it up and makes it in. 7 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Samuel. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim,
This is simply stated, but a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It is a wonderful, and you look at the order of things, Kenny, any teams here that have surprised you one way or the other?
Well, there are levels, Ernie.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Timberwolves.
They're going to the...
And that's a halftime wrap.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Samuel.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Bogdanovic is out there with Harden. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Clippers shooting a meager 37% for the game. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing, and those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team. Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Bogdanovic. From past the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Connects again from distance.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie campaign there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand his skill set this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. To me, that is amazing. Here's Samuel. And again for three.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down. He's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team. And the dunk by Powell.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Minnesota.
Randall passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Samuel. Good! Another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Now here's Powell. Hey, you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. For the three, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have guys? Okay, we have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become hard.
He got it! Sensational.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Alexander Walker on the wing. And another three for Minnesota.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Harden. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
You see, in pick and roll action, this is where the intellect, the feel, the craftiness, the mastery of James Harden is all on display.
Overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense. It's clear to see the difference.
And it's a completely new lineup. So it's Minnesota winning this one in score. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
One of the greatest shooting seasons a rookie has ever had.
Good win. Let's keep it going. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
About game time, bring the pain time.
Congrats.
And coming up is Crunch Notepad Day. Come out to the game and meet with your very own Crunch Notepad. If you still want to be a part of the Timberwolves game experience for this upcoming season, then visit us online or at the ticket booth for available tickets. We want this time up here with us to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having a zero time and need to your guests, please text the word Timberwolves along with your issue and C-O-P-E to 55555. A member of our special relations team will respond immediately.
A reminder, folks, to be here for our next giveaway this Saturday. Come out and receive our free Timberwolves impact.
Timberwolves fans, our promotional Timberwolves dance team posting giveaway is almost here. Come to the game, and all fans in attendance will receive a Timberwolves dance team posting.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo, with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, BA, it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
From deep, here's Doncic. Alexander Walker grabs the board. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Carries it down low. 7 points in the game.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Here's James. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake. He is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has the switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Buries it from 3.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Timberwolves foul. Samuel. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Great find by Bron, using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. And the three-pointer goes.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Hey, from beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful. We'll see how much coach trouble.
The Timberwolves trail. So on the floor for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Connect. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Reeves in at the two guard.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Here's Vincent, takes it inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Pass to Reed. Reed, a screen on Reeves. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Reeves. Vincent outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they'll keep possession. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Pass to McDaniels. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Vincent. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Open shot by Reeves. Cash money on the open jump shot. Reeves has got his first points of the night.
Nice shot by Reeves. He's just so crafty in that mid-range area.
Shoots. Again, the Timberwolves score.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Here's Connect. Daniels covering. Pass to Vincent. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 10. And here's Doncic outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this time. Type of longevity ever again.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Over to the left wing. Goodwin passes to Doncic. Here's Goodwin. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
How about the hustle from Doncic, a winning player?
And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Vanderbilt. Doncic. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. Hey, expanding his range. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Randall. Picked by Gobert. Randall, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Now here's Doncic. The D's right on him. Cash money from 16 feet away. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. Back to the game after this break.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch.
As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
And it's a big deal when Kevin Durant.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's McDaniels. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flash into the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Outside Reeves. Here's Doncic. And that one good. Doncic has got 19 points.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Guarded by Doncic. Here's Gobert. Soft touch off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Hachimura up top. Pass to Doncic. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 18. Randall outside. Over Hachimura. Randall, good.
As a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking.
Outside Reeves. James outside. Now here's Reeves. Nails it from beyond the arc. Reeves has got 5 now.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
He's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
Doncic outside. The putback. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Gobert. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Hachimura outside. Doncic left side. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
He tries for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
A minute 53 left in the third. Left side Reeves. 5 to shoot. They need this. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Creating havoc. We've looked consistent as
Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out with this.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Connect. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Goodwin in at the 2.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Lakers foul. Goodwin. First personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Down low. Here's Doncic. Missed inside.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
All right, let's get an update on Nas Reed's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. Injury of lower back bruise, as if very stiff at the moment. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
And he makes it.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. Any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Outside Reeves.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
James inside. Covered by Alexander Walker. Hayes for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Doncic is doubled. Hachimura up top to the paint. Kicks it to Doncic. Takes a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were and again.
Another 50. Point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out.
And he's moved right past Kobe. Yes, Kobe beat Bryant's 2007 season. What a remarkable accomplishment. It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
.30 seconds left in the game. It's rebounded by Minnesota. He's defended by Hayes. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. Randall outside to the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wasn't my trip. Thought maybe a Samsung. Some photos, his photos? Who would do that? Got some of my sister's trip to Mexico. Photos of photos? Yeah, I'll call. You're not that big.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but...
See ya, LP.
Yeah. So,
Good game, LP.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Quiet out there tonight.
You were the top rookie last month and every month.
Committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, to the game and win with your very own Clippers mascot rally time. Be the sixth man and bring your town the
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Samuel in at the point guard. The shot's good from Samuel.
Boy, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the step.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. And that's why you can now run the offense through him.
Harden outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
The shot's good from Samuel.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Dunn finds Zubats. Here's Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not going away. But I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time. And he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes. Freeing my mind is doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Only one miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
You have no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Los Angeles with some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for Ivica Zubats. And it's Bogdanovich in for Dunn. And then for Minnesota, Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Los Angeles with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Samuel, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Simmons, pass to Leonard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Leonard's got a second bucket of the night.
Such a strong lead. Wow, can more than
Gobert. Randall passes to Samuel. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside Leonard, three-pointer, gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
To the paint, here's Samuel, makes it off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's stolen by Gobert. From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6. And hope. Leonard, he's checked in for Zubats. Dunn comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden subbed in for Bogdanovich. Simmons passes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Strong, impressive take that time from Harden.
Minnesota leading by 6. On the court for Minnesota. They've got Dillingham. Clark is over there with Gobert. And it's Minot in the power forward position.
Assisted by puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Simmons inside. Minnesota with the rebound. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
This is tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubats has checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for Simmons. Powell. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope that.
Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Randall's checked in. Yep, that one goes. He's got 21.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Dunn kicks to Harden. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Samuel.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The 3 from Harden. Minnesota with the rebound. Now here's Gobert. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Timberwolves.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Samuel.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Kawhi Leonard. David?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Clippers was able to update me on the situation. And after looking at it, he's told me that it doesn't appear as serious as they initially thought. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first. Of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense through the conference finals.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Denver, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. See the numbers for James Harden.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical, but David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Every year, Craig, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years.
First half foul.
You know,
First
fans
team
and
foul.
media can be a little harsh
Shooting
at
for
times.
Minnesota.
Bogdanovich with it. 10 points for him. Jones with the screen on Clark. Los Angeles with another miss. And still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves lead by 3. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call coordination.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. And then it's Dillingham and it's Samuel in at the point guard position. Here's Randall. That one goes
Julius
in.
Randle.
And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Samuel.
Down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Simmons with it. Out defended by Randall. And Simmons kicks to Harden. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Samuel. Randall outside. Shoots a 3. And there's
Samuel.
3 points. The long-range
Three-point
shot is
basket.
on target from Samuel.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Dunn. Defense is right there. He can't hit that time. Timberwolves leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Up and in on the layup.
Julius Randle.
Randall's got 4 this quarter.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength.
Clippers.
Pushes right through contact and gets the shot.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated. And for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ben Simmons. And Norman Powell subbed in for Bogdanovich. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels is checked in for Clark. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dillingham. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Harden. Pass to Zubac. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the Clippers miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the
connects again from distance.
Three-pointer.
And folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in. And make sure everyone's on the same page.
Let's hear it.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Samuel. Banked in off the glass. He's got 36.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Zubac's a screen on McDaniel. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves on offense. They're rolling here. 15-point run. Samuel. Basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Gobert against Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Jones. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by Minnesota. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
You know what? It's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with a solid strategy, building on that first win in the season series, they rack up another W to make it 2-0 with just one left this year against Los Angeles.
Harden kicks the foul. Outside, Jones, a 3-ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shots good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Zubac finds Harden. Lands soft by the 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Samuel. And the layup is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
You have a safe trip home, and we'll see you again.
At home, I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Best outside shooting rookie ever. Sign of great things ahead. Man, I hate this Bay Area weather. It's never warm.
What is going on, MP?
I see you doing work.
MP about to tear the roof off.
MP, how you feeling? We know MP came ready to play.
You might be wondering what this giant building right in the heart of the city is all about.
This is the NBA arena for your chosen team. It's the place to go when you're ready to play a game and advance your season.
And there's a whole lot more.
Bro.
Welcome to the brand new casual courts here in NBA 2K25.
The competition can be fierce in the city, so for those of you that are new to the game, this is the perfect place to begin your journey.
The casual courts are available in both affiliations and designed for players with their performance meter in the casual range only. If you want to ease your way into the competition,
Run it back.
Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Oh, everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Oh. Honeys be moving their bodies. They be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. Some side if you want it. In the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they out. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both our eyes locked. I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama. If you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you.
Come here.
I turned her around, her body on mine. She slided my hand on her. She holding on tight, she followed my lead. I'm pulling her close. She said it feels nice. You from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with her friend by. Pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay low, go ahead, crank that up. This my block and I say when we stop, but we ain't stopping.
Please, right this way, MP, right this way. Bye. Please come back. Bye.
Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
For this team?
Yeah.
In that suit?
Yeah.
In this arena?
Yeah, in this arena, in this suit, and for this team. Great snack idea. Small ears, triple decker PB&J. Only 12?
Hey, did you see the dog park over there? Dude, it reminds me. When did you find your parents?
Hey, what'd you do when you forgot your lunch last night?
Well, I went and saw Mary in concession. She gave me some popcorn.
Popcorn for a meal? She couldn't give me more than that.